You are a public figure who makes very public accusations and statements about everyone else being fraudulent and vile. So you cannot just excuse yourself from the table when that setting that you're benefiting from comes back to you. Was friends with a guy. Let's call him Jesus. Jesus was a manipulative guy. He came into my life when I was pretty dang depressed. He saw that depression as a way to, get me to do stuff. I have this need to take care of people I really care about, so I fucking jumped straight in. I was doing the kids' laundry. I was trying to get him a job. I was trying to get him more into voice acting. I was doing shit I should not have been doing. I had no business to do that, and that's partially on me. This guy exclusively dated maniacs. Essentially, he would always manage to find some asshole chick who would have the biggest red flags flying out of her asshole, and he would just be like, that's the woman I want to date. He starts dating this girl. Let's call her the worst. Because literally she was the worst. The worst made me so fucking mad on every possible level. I hated her in every way I don't even know the English language can explain. She was completely and utterly a douchebag. Just a total douchebag. She'd say things like how she's not like other girls and how it's really hard to hang out with other girls and girls are just so hard to get along with and that guys are so much fun just to be around because they're so drama free. So the worst would say shit like that and then turn to me and smile like a little bitch and say, oh, except for you, Shannon. I think you're great. When you get into a relationship with someone who has cheated on their previous partner with you, no matter how much you say you trust them, you are always going to be worried about them cheating on you. I mean, you already know that they know how to get the secret sausage. You don't come back from the secret sausage. Later on, they went and broke up because, again, she was cheating on him with not one, not two, but 3 separate men, and things kind of righted themselves in the world. So not to toot my own horn, but I'm a loyal ass bitch. And I'm also a down ass bitch. If you call me and tell me that Megan from around the way fucked you up, I'm going over there with a baseball bat to get revenge for you. You don't even have to ask me to do shit. That's just who I am. If I like you for life. It takes a lot for me to have to stop liking you. Why are you still with him? He is so terrible. Oh my god, Shannon, why do you date him?
He's misogynistic. He was abusive. He never loved you. He doesn't care about you. He was manipulating you the entire time.
This fucking orange-ass misandrous bitch made a fucking entire thread about me and my relationship, calling it abusive and terrible, and all that fucking malarkey. I thought I knew who was behind it. You see, I have this old roommate. Not a roommate, homeless buddy. We'll call him that. He was a homeless buddy because we were homeless together. So I have this old homeless buddy who genuinely likes to fuck with me now. I mean, he used to watch all my videos at the beginning and dislike them and send me really shit comments that make no sense when you think about it, but is something that he used to critique me on very heavily. And I would call him out for it, and then he would log into one of his many other accounts to agree with himself. And it was very obviously fake, and I don't know what he thought was going to happen. I don't know if he thought he was going to somehow bully me off the platform with 16 different fake YouTube accounts, but no, just no. It was almost like it was her insulting herself publicly in order to make it look real. She told me, she said she was just in a dark place and she had used me as an outlet for her anger. She admitted she lied. She admitted to making up parts of her life and her backstory in order to get me to talk to her, lying about things that do not matter. And, of course, eventually, also using my old LinkedIn page that she found to find people I used to go to high school with in order to catfish me and try to be my friend on another account, which is, what is a step beyond bonkers? Is it boinkers? I don't know. I don't even know what to classify this as because that's how stupid it was. She had lied to me about so many different things as well. So many things that I don't have time to get into right now. You're an adult. You knew that wasn't okay when you said it. You cannot pretend and rewrite history to be the victim here. You can't pretend you didn't do what you did. That is garbage. And you should be ashamed of yourself for trying to lump the deliberate, considered actions you took over an extended period of time, actions that everyone told you not to do, and say that you are not responsible. And you clearly went out of your way. You went through lengths to go to look up some of my personal private information. You wanted to hurt me. You purposely slandered me. And the only reason it didn't work is because you are too entirely stupid to do a good job at that. Are confused at what I did, I will explain it to them. Because if I fuck up and I say something that is shown to be false, I don't want to hide from that. I want to state it outright. And I want you guys to know, because I wouldn't be able to learn otherwise. You can't hold me accountable otherwise. Because Blair has seemingly made a habit out of lying about people and calling them out for things they haven't done, sending tidal wave after tidal wave of hate towards them, and then deleting the videos quietly when she's called out for lying or misrepresenting things in the first place. You don't trip and fall and do it this much. I get it happening once. I even get it happening twice. Because maybe you got too emotional about a subject and had a lapse in judgment. Or maybe you over-condemned and maybe you got annoyed and you spoke out of your ass. And the fact that she refuses to address it and ignore it and to silently just, oh, I'll delete this video calling that person out so nobody talks about it anymore. Oh, I'll just change the thumbnail so nobody talks about it anymore. No, call yourself out. Hold yourself accountable. Tell your fans when you fuck up. Do something that lets people know you're trying to improve. I think I have talked a lot online about taking criticism when it's handed to you and responding to it well. And I feel like if I didn't do that, I would be the biggest hypocrite in the hippo farm. So knowing they are now telling other content creators about our private conversations and they're talking to other content creators about me in this way and are scared of me, that to me sucks. It really sucks knowing my friend is scared of me. I guess they're not my friend. Deciding that mental illness makes him above any kind of criticism or repercussion or retribution for what he's done, just it's so gross. I say and do stupid things all the time. But fucking hell, dude, I used to be horrible to the people around me, but it wasn't because I was mentally ill. It just happened to be I also was mentally ill. I did things. I willingly chose to do things to hurt other people and myself because it caused them pain. Not because I didn't know it was wrong, but because I wanted to cause them pain. That's what I did. And maybe that comes from a lack of maturity, or maybe that just comes from me being very aware, but I'm in control of my actions.